Alright, what's up, my boys? I'm going to go through a trade recap for the day. Today was July 1st, 2026, first day of July. It was a good day, obviously you can see. 8 trades. I took a partial on the first trade. So basically I won like 2K on my first trade. There was 2 partials in there, and then I got break even on another trade, and then I just hit this trade. It was a rejection block based off here. I'll explain it, but I'll just go through what I was looking at coming into the day. I also got winning days on the rest of my accounts, but that was a fresh account. That's why basically full ported that shit. Let's just go to 6:30 though. So I sent out to my Discord. I was bullish today. Why was I bullish? Look at the 4-hour time frame. So I was explaining this to one of my friends yesterday, right? We're not going to look for longs from this 4-hour, right? This 4-hour is insignificant because it's not really, like, there's just no reason for us to continue higher from there because we don't have any other levels inside of it. So I would want to see us come down either to this 4-hour or to a daily gap, which we have down below. But the daily gap was just really far. So coming into the day, I'm bullish. Looking for longs. We have this entire bullish range. This fat order block. Mark this out here. And so what does market open do? What I wanted to see ideally at market open was us sweep these lows. We ended up putting in an SMT at these lows at first. If we take a look at ES had a lot of low resistance lows, so I could have seen those getting run. But ES looked like it was ready to push up, and obviously you can see that it did after today. But we had buy side up here. It wasn't really anything significant. I would expect us to trade up to here. I think that we did. We maybe not have, but I don't know. But we have decent draw on liquidities to both sides. So I wasn't fully against shorts, but we're just extremely bullish. We got manipulation lower yesterday, and then we pumped. So expecting Wednesday to be followed through. Let me sit up. So coming back to the market open, you can see market opens and we kind of just chop around at first, and then we just end up dumping into this order block. So was I looking for a long here? Yeah, I honestly was, but then we started getting super choppy. And whenever like 9:35 to 9:45 is choppy, you can expect the next 15 minutes to be super choppy too. So I was honestly just chilling here. There was a decent long setup here. This OTE, but I just didn't love how we put in these wicks, so I wasn't loving it. We ended up taking out this 9:30 wick right here, and then we end up coming into what was this hourly gap. There was a really good short opportunity here. You could have taken the one that I was looking for was the CISD. I didn't love this wick through it, the first one. But then we did get a death candle here, so this would have been a fire entry. And I would have targeted probably these, like, I think we had unfilled 5-minute all the way down here, which would be, this would be the sponsored 5-minute by the hourly order block. So this would have been the setup. You can see, obviously, it chopped around, and it ended up not playing out. But we had 10 a.m. open right here. Oh, ES just caused something. But you can see 10 a.m. opens, we just get a shit ton of chops, so just chilling. We end up coming down, yeah, so the setup ended up playing out. We end up coming down to this 15-minute rejection block. You could use either one of these as your rejection block. I had this one marked out, so we end up coming down into the rejection block, getting that long out of it. Perfect. And I was in longs right here. Off of this. And what was my target? You can see I preach this. No top wick candle or no bottom wick candles are honestly the best draw on liquidity that there is in trading, because candle anatomy shows that we need a top and a bottom wick, so it gets filled 100% of the time. So I was in longs here. There was also this wick, ended up playing out here, but I was in longs here. Stop loss super tight at the low of the candle. Ended up getting break even on this one, which is heartbreaking. But I did get a 15-second re-entry. Share this. 15-second. Do this. 15-second order block right here. My entry was actually better. I kind of pre-fired the order block, but entry was here, stop loss there, targeting the no wick candle, which ended up being all the way right here. And you can see that trade absolutely banked. But that's just kind of what I was looking at. But rejection block out of a rejection block. Perfect. Target no wick. Ended up being like a 4R, I believe, 4.5. This isn't not what it was, but you can see it just ended up playing out perfectly. And today was just really choppy, so I don't blame you if you just got off. Don't blame you if you took a loss, to be honest. I was honestly looking for longs off 10 a.m. after we pumped, especially because you can look at ES. ES is just fucking ripping. But yeah, ES ended up taking those highs, I believe. Yeah. Okay, back to present time. But that's basically it. I could have held all the way to these highs. I would be out now because the SMT. But ended up being 12 RR, which was absolutely beautiful. Could have held this one if you took the initial rejection block. You wouldn't have got break even if you actually limited the rejection block here. And this ended up being a 6.12 R. This is the trade of the day for sure. You have OTE, you have rejection blocks, you have everything in a bullish context. We have open, low, high, close on the hourly time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, everything. So I imagine we deliver up to these highs now. But yeah, honestly, kind of a rough trading day. I had to sit here for a while to get a trade, but it was worth it in the end. Yeah, I took a 7.5k payout a couple days ago, so I was just kind of farming more winning days on the other accounts, and this one was fresh, so full boarded it like I posted in my last YouTube video. If you want to watch how to beat prop firms, go watch that video. I will link it in the description. I'm not good enough to edit it like this, but you know. But beautiful trading day, to be honest. Like once we actually got out of this chop zone, and yeah. That's all I got for you guys. So if you took a loss, I don't blame you. If you took a win, good stuff. If you got break even, that's probably the most probable outcome. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.